Hello there and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a chair-based circuit program. It's going to be 20 minutes and we're going to start with some bicep curls. Keeping the elbows close into the body, holding onto your cans. We're going to start with an alternating bicep curl. Keep your heels pumping, your toes attached to the floor. Good. Steady breathing as you're going. Relax the shoulders. Lovely. Try and keep your tummy muscles in, back nice and strong, keeping those heels pumping. Now, if you're finding this is quite tricky with your cans, just put the weights down and do it with no weights at all. You should be able to have a good conversation throughout exercise today. So this exercise is actually working your biceps, and that's going to really help when you need to lift up your shopping bag, or maybe you've got something amazing in the top cupboard, you need to reach to grab it and pull it down. So we're into our second minute now, and for this one we're just going to go for a toe tap forward. So you're tapping the toe forward and back into the centre. Now you don't need to keep up with the same pace as me, you can go slower, or if you want to add an arm in, you can start adding a single arm in. So this is our second minute for this station. We've got 2 minutes per station. Look, I'm thinking that's quite funny there. And we're keeping it going, well done. Steady breathing. Keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. Big smiles all the way. You're doing great work. Tummy muscles in, holding that core. On to our next exercise. So this is a knee extension. And what I'd like you to try and do first of all is extend the foot out, dragging the heel across the floor and pulling it back towards you. Now we're going to change it onto the other side. So we're going to take the leg forward, extending out through the knee, heel to the floor and pulling it back. Now if that's feeling quite easy, after a couple of heel pumps we're going to extend the leg all the way up, keeping the thigh onto the chair. When you're extending your leg, you need to make sure that your back is strong and upright and you're holding your core in. Onto the other side. Whatever you do on one side, we've got to switch it onto the other one. Need to keep our body nice and balanced. Good. And you've got 2 minutes of knee extensions. So this is really going to work our leg muscles very well. And again, back on that side, extending that leg out. And the last 20 degrees of extension is going to really help your muscle known as the vastus medialis, and that's the inside, roughly, of that top thigh, helping to keep your patella in place. Good, steady breathing as you're going. Whew, hard work. If you're getting very breathless, slow it down, take it down to a heel pump or placing the heel and scooping that across the floor. Otherwise, keep going. Steady breathing. And we're into a lateral raise. So you're taking your hands out to the side, arms come up to shoulder height and then lower. You're keeping your heels pumping at all times. Steady breathing. And again, you've got to make sure that you're working at the right pace for you. So your pace might be slightly quicker than mine, or it might be slightly slower, and that doesn't matter. The main thing is that you feel like you're exercising at a pace where you can happily have a conversation. Good, keep it going. So the next section of this one, coming up, we're into a seated tap out to the side. Off we go. So it's important when you put your weights down to make sure you move them out of the way so you're not going to stand on them just like I did there. Good. Tapping out and back in. This is the cardiovascular section of this station. Now today, what we're aiming to do is when you take your leg out to the side is keeping it nice and low. Try not to raise it high as that puts pressure onto the hip flexors. And if you do have any issues like a hernia, that will cause some problems for you. So keep your legs nice and low. Remember to do some heel pumps in between. And maybe you may have had enough of these already. That's fine. Just go back to doing heel pumps. Anytime you're feeling something feels a bit too tough, take it back into heel pumps. Good. We're going to have a go at doing standing, but you can remain seated for this one. So as you're standing, make sure that you've got enough space between your knees and the chair. You don't want to be hitting the back of the chair there. So this is a nice easy march on the spot. If you're sat down on the chair, you're just keeping your toes attached to the floor and pumping your heels. Lovely. Now I'm taking it into a heel pump because my marches were feeling a little bit too much. And then taking it back up into a march again. So listen to yourself and your own body and how it's feeling. Some days are better than others. Second minute. So this is a really good cardiovascular station. Getting the heart and the lungs pumping well. Did you know that the more regularly you do exercise, you start to increase your muscle density, which means you've got more myofibers to help increase the oxygen going around your body, supplying your heart with more oxygen. And in turn, that can reduce your risk of ischemia and help increase your ischemic threshold. Brilliant. Keep it going. If you're feeling thirsty, grab yourself a drink of water. Excellent. Next station, pectoral squeeze. Keep your elbows at 90 degrees at a right angle, squeezing your elbows close in together. Steady breathing as you're going. If the weights are feeling a little bit too much, just pop them down on the floor and use your arms in a fist position with no weights. And if that feels a bit much, just go back into a heel pump with no arms. The more you do this, the more you will get used to doing different activities and you will increase in stamina and fitness and feel so much better. 5 seconds to go. Oh look, I've had enough. I'm just going straight in for the legs. So we're going to go for a toe tap forward, making sure your bottom is at the front third of the chair there and you're up nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Steady pace. Bit of a heel pump if you wish. You can add the arms in. Great, and then back in for a toe tap forward when you feel ready. You are going to feel so good after doing 20 minutes of exercise today. It's recommended that you should try and achieve 2 to 3 circuits a week. So that's a great challenge for this week. We're going to head into knee bends and a march in between. So I'm just going to move my chair round so you can see me a little bit better. I'm bending my knees, pushing my bottom out, and then standing back up. My fingertips are lightly on the back of the chair, so I'm not putting any pressure through my fingertips. It's just there for a little bit of balance if I need it. We're squatting for 2 and then marching on the spot. So, knee bend 1, knee bend 2, and a march on the spot. Super. If that's a bit too much, make your knee bends nice and small. You don't need to go down far. You can take it back into hill pumps, or even come and take a seat on the chair and just go straight into hill pumps again. Good, second minute to go. Knee bend, and march, or hill pump. Lovely. When you get a little bit more confident and stronger in your legs, you can go for a deeper squat. And soon, you might even be wanting to go on to the next level. So you need to go on to the link below and hit circuit 2. Great, keep it going. Steady breathing, up nice and tall. Give me a big smile if you can there. And into our next exercise, we're coming to take a seat and we're into an upright row. So holding on to your cans, elbows are out to the sides. And there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either bring your cans close together in front of your body so they skim close to your chest, or you can take them either side the legs and imagine that you're pulling up big shopping bags and the elbows come out to the sides. This style is a little bit easier when you're sat down. We're working your deltoid muscles and your biceps here. If it feels tough, take it down to a single. You might even want to put your weights down. Into the next exercise, heel, toe tap, toe, heel touch, toe, heel touch. Good, I'm just going to move my chair back so you can see me a bit better. Toe, heel touch, toe, heel touch. When you're doing this exercise at home, you just need to make sure that you're keeping your chair in one position. I'm just moving it around a little so you can see me better. Super. Keep it going. Oh, this is feeling good. It's a real good sense of achievement what we're doing today. I would love to hear from you guys. In the comments below, let me know how you're getting on. Also, let me know whereabouts you live. It's really interesting to hear how far this video goes. So into a seated side tap. Taking one leg out to the side, bringing it back to the centre and alternating into hill pumps. Again, work at a pace that suits you. If my pace is a little bit too slow, you can pick it up. Likewise, if it's a bit too fast, bring it down. That is why we're not using music for this circuit, because otherwise the music will start to pace you rather than you listening to your own body. Add in a clap. Yeah, let's make it a little bit more cheery. Clap, clap and march. clap, clap and march. Good, keep it going. We've got 2 minutes of this one. Second minute, here we go. When you're ready, go for it again. This is a lovely cardiovascular exercise to do seated. Super. Now you might be feeling a little bit tired after this program today. Don't worry, that's pretty normal. And like I said, the more times you do it, the stronger you'll get. Have a rest day in between though with the circuits, and maybe go for a walk or do some of my stretching. That will help. Super, keep those arms pumping. Add those claps in and march. Great. Next exercise coming up in 2 seconds. Holding on to your cans, we're into a single one-armed row. So I'm going to show you face on, holding the can, bringing the elbow up to the ceiling, the sky, and straightening the arm down. This is a side view, so you're taking the one hand down onto the other side now, bending the elbow, pulling in. It's imagine that you're pulling up a huge handbrake. You're on a Massey Ferguson tractor trying to get that handbrake up. Super. Straight back, core in strong, and don't forget to change onto the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and change. Let's squeeze another one in. Oh, if you can, one on each side. Otherwise, into a box step. So this movement is out, out, in, forward, forward, in, forward, forward, in. Now you can add the arms in with me, following the legs, a bit like jazz hands there. And I'm alternating my feet. So I'm doing 4 with the leading leg and changing it round. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Change 4, 3, 2, 1. Change 4. Oh, change again. Into a calf raise and a march. So you're keeping your toes close together and the heels, and then back in for a march. Strengthening those calf muscles, known as your second hearts. Going to be nice and sturdy, ready for some good walking later. And if you want to do this seated, use the arms of the chair if you need to. Come up, walk behind the back of the chair, into a calf raise, 2 calf raises, and march or heel pump. Raise, raise, and march or pump. 1 more minute left to go after this one. We're nearly there. So nearly there. 1 more minute and then you've finished your circuit. You can do this. If you need to sit down, take a seat and do it sat down. Feet together. In for a heel raise. 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 And heel pump. Use your arms if you wish. Raise. Raise. And heel pump. Well done. If you like this video today, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell, because that will upload you with the next video coming along. And let me know a comment in the box because I'd love to hear from you. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Yes, you've made it all the way through the circuit. Well done, everybody. Let's take a deep breath in. And we're going to keep those feet moving and head on to our cool down. Grab yourself a drink of water and let's get cooling down. So you can do this standing up or sat down. I'm just showing you in a standing up position, and this is what it looks like when you're sat down. So same principles, toes attached to the floor, pumping the heels. It's really important to gradually decrease the heart rate over a period of 10 minutes, and that's to help prevent any arrhythmias or palpitations. So we're going into a toe tap forward, alternating tap forward. Good, and you can be doing this standing up, slightly lower than your exercise pace. So remember, this is a gradual cool down. So you've just got to bring your pace down a little bit there. It's like driving a car. If you're going down the gears, you're on the motorway, maybe you're lucky and you've got 6 gears, take it down to 5, maybe 4. Into a lunge back behind, toe tap back and into the centre. If you're sat down, you're just going to tap your toe forward, back in for a heel pump. Back strong, up nice and tall, toe tap to the side, out and in. And again, you can be doing the same on the chair. Make sure your shoulders are low and down, tummy muscles in, steady breathing. Good. Keep going for a toe tap out to the side and back into the centre. Not so much effort going through your movements now. You are cooling down. Straighten out one leg in front of you and place your hands on your supporting leg and come up nice and tall and feel a lovely stretch running down the calf muscle. Now you can do this standing if you wish. Take one leg back, push the back heel flat into the floor, bend your front knee and feel that calf stretch. Keep breathing throughout all your stretches. Really easy to forget to breathe, but you must breathe nice and steady. On to the other side. If you're sat down, straighten out the leg in front of you. Gently pull that toe towards you. If you're standing up, swap the leg around. Take the other leg behind and push the back heel flat into the floor. Bend the front knee. Feel a stretch onto the calf. Steady breathing. Good. Enjoy that stretch and then back in for a heel pump. Great. Steady heel pumping. In for a heel dig. So again, you can choose to do this standing or seated. Whichever one you're doing, just start to decrease the pace just by a fraction again. Lovely. Up nice and tall. Chin up, keep looking forward. Bend both the knees if you're standing up and straighten out the leg in front of you. If you're sat down, just keep going with your heel digs. This is a hamstring stretch, feeling it onto the back of the thigh, steady breathing. Try not to lock your knee and then back in for a heel pump. On to the other side, bend both the knees, push the bottom back. Straighten out one leg in front, come forward, feel the stretch onto the back of the thigh. Try not to pull on the chair, it's just there for a little bit of support. Steady breathing. Remember, if you're sat down on the chair, you're keeping your heel digs going, just nice and light and easy. Well done. Let's all go back in for a bit of a nice easy heel pump. Good. If you're standing up, you're going to tilt your pelvis forward, lift your back heel off the floor and feel a nice hip flexor stretch. Now, unfortunately, you can't do this one sat down, so if you do want to have a go at standing, please do. Otherwise, just carry on with some light heel pumps. On to the other side. So we're going to take the other leg behind, lift the back heel off the floor, Tilt the pelvis forward, soft supporting knee, steady breathing. If it helps, just say breathe every time you stretch. In for a heel pump. Great, you're doing really well, folks. This one's a challenging one. Hold onto your trousers, soft supporting knee, or onto your ankle. Do not pull the chair towards you because you may topple backwards. So if you have got a sturdy sink or there's a wall next to you, hold on to that. That will be better than the chair. And again, if you're sat down, you can't actually do this one sat down, so you might want to stand up and have a go. Onto the other leg, holding onto the trousers, soft supporting knee, feel that stretch on the front of the thigh. If you want to take it deeper, just hold onto the ankle. This stretch isn't suitable for everybody. If you have any knee problems, keep to the hip flexor stretch. That's where you're placing your foot onto the floor and lifting the heel. Right, let's really bring the pace down. Upper back stretch, pumping the heels, wrap the arms around a big beach ball, feeling a lovely stretch in between the shoulder blades. Good, steady breathing. Open out through the chest. Roll the shoulders back. In for a chest stretch, so you're going to take the hands behind. If you're sat down, you won't be able to clasp your hands together, so you're going to go into a lovely Superman pose, opening out through the pectorals. This is a really important stretch. You need to get the upper posture open. And into a side bend. So take one hand to the side, lift the other elbow up, and feel a stretch running down the side of the body there. I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see me face on. And again, you can be doing this one standing or sat down. If you're sat down, keep both your bottom cheeks onto that chair. Let's go for a side twist. One hand onto the opposite knee. The other hand comes to the back of the chair, lift up through the chest and have a look behind you. Let's try onto the other side. Take one hand to the back of the chair, hand to the opposite knee, up nice and tall, and look behind you. Steady breathing as you're going. And let's turn again, have another go. Good, back in for a heel pump. If you're standing up, reduce it just to a heel pump now. Make things really easy. Loosen through the shoulders, roll them back. Nearly there, folks. Look over your right shoulder, back to the centre, and then over to the left. Then chin to chest, and back to the centre. So we're going to finish with a lovely stretch coming across the body. This is known as a deltoid stretch. Straight arm, and then shoulder low, gently pull that arm towards you so you can feel the stretch onto the shoulder. Steady breathing. Now straighten that arm and see if you can reach behind your head. If you can't, use your supporting hand to gently lift the elbow up and take it to where it feels comfortable for you. And stretch, really reach up as far as you can. Good, onto the other side, straighten the arm out in front of you, bring it across the body. Gently pull that arm towards you, feel the stretch onto the shoulder. Good, steady breathing, reach up, take the hand, lower it in between the shoulder blades, use your supporting hand to lift the elbow up and feel that stretch running down the back of the tricep there. Now reach up and down. Good. Well done, folks. Roll the shoulders back and again, breathing. Oh, that feels good. Nearly there. Finish with a little bit of breathing. Breath in through the nose, breathing out through pursed lips. Now breathe in, taking all the good oxygen towards you. Breathe out through pursed lips. Feel that energy and out. Well done, folks. That's fantastic. Hit the link below to now join me for some relaxation on Loo Beach.